Good morning, this is Sharon from Sharon Shed Signs and Designs. I am just a second early. I want to get us brought up and make sure I'm live in all the right places. So if you just bear with me just a second. All right, there I am. Okay, so, am I on Decoupage Central's page? So I am coming to you live from my page and from Decoupage Central. If you'd come in and say hi, let me know where you're watching from this May Day. It's very windy here again, but the sun has come out and started shining, so it's pretty nice out. So they took away the severe storms for today, so all's well. All right, I'm excited what I've got to bring to you today. I hope you like it, but first of all, let me say hi. Hey, Kim. Hey, Brenda. Hi, Jeanette. You're in Wyoming, girl? Good deal. All right, let's see. And on Decoupage Central page, if I can get that brought back up. I mean, I've got it. I just want to see the comments. No. Come on. Let's just go back out. I know I saw a comment on there. All right. Hey, Danielle. In Pennsylvania. Awesome. All right. So, you guys, I am excited. I've got some cute things. I wanted to show you, first of all, I know you probably heard that Decoupage Central has 30 new downloadable prints, and I just quickly printed off 3 of my favorites, but I want to show you. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And I also love these roses. They're so delicate. Really cute. And then my third favorite is probably this kind of gilded frames with the flowers. Really pretty. There's a lot more, so if you haven't looked, you should. I'm loving this paper too. I get my rice paper from Amazon, and I don't have any problems printing them out whatsoever. So, hey, Becky. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Cheryl and Lisa. How are you? And Rosie. Good morning, good morning. They are gorgeous. Now, I've got some fun things, or I think they're going to be fun. I did this yesterday afternoon. It is I used the mold trimmings one, and I've plastered it. So we're going to do that today. But it takes quite a while to dry, so I wanted to do this one first. And I will tell you, I used this rope. I wouldn't recommend that. I wanted to have mitered corners, and there was no way with this rope. So I did get it bent around there, but I'm going to use a different one today. And we're going to put, I think what I want to use inside that is this cute house. I've loved that ever since I've had it, and I haven't used it yet. And then the other thing I'm going to do is use this Verdis, all these leaves, and put that on a frame with my bird from the Duo Bird, what is that called? Frame and Birds Duo. I've used the other half, but anyway, it's going to be fun. Lots of molding, some plastering, and so we better get busy. I made, you'll be surprised to hear this, but I made a heck of a mess doing this yesterday. But I hope I learned a little bit. We'll see. I may not have, and I might have, who knows. All right, but first of all, I'm going to get my molds started. And I am using amazing resin. It's quick casting resin, Takes 5 to 10 minutes to get set. And I will say you don't want to let it get hard before you use it for this, so that it'll be bendable and more easy to cut. So, I'm talking and I'm not opening the bottle that I want. You know, can't do two things at once. Anyway, I'm happy to see you guys this morning. Thanks for taking time to join me. And I hope we have some fun and you learn something that you like. Try to do something different and fun. Give you some ideas. I'm using the wood frames from Walmart's craft department to do this. So I've added parts A and now part B. I'm only going to do a couple ounces at a time because it does set up fast. So you stir this for 1 minute. So I hope I don't set your Alexa off, but Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
Good morning, Sharon. 1 minute.
You're a little loud, Alexa, but okay. Anyway, good morning, Pam. How are you? Your husband's driving, so you can watch me while tell him I appreciate that. Hey, Gloria, how are you? Let's see if I can find anybody else to say hi to while I am. Hey, Christy and Kelly and Susan. I think I've said hi to about everybody. If I missed you, I am sorry. So getting this stirred up, and it gets a little warm, so you can tell when you're getting close to having stirred it long enough. I'm going to use this mold today right here that's got the straight edges so that I can hopefully miter my edges. We'll see. But it can't, even if I can't do that, it's got to be easier than trying to do it with the rope was. But Alexa, stop. All right, and I've got too much poured, but that's okay because I'm going to use it on the other mold that I'm going to do. Actually. And I should have mixed up more because I'm just now thinking. I'm going to set this one aside. I think I need a little more in there. I don't particularly want to run it over all over the place, but all right, let's see. I'm going to use a lot of this one, so. This one I did not try before, so we'll see. Hopefully it will work fine, like in my head. Not everything does. And you can see it's already starting to turn white, so you don't want to mix up too much at once. And I've got a leaf there that maybe I can scrape that out of there and use it for it. But yeah, it's getting gooey, sticky already. Maybe I don't. Nah. I'll just cut the end of that off and we'll go that way. I don't want to make a huge mess. Huger than I have to. All right, we'll mix up some more while that other one is drying. I love playing with this stuff. If you haven't tried the molds, you should. They're awesome. Awesome, awesome. Not more than I wanted there. Which actually, that'll probably be all right. I'll put a little more in. I'll just hurry up and use it. Okay. I'm going to have to use that faster. It's going to set up on me. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Alexa, turn down the volume a little. So what you guys going to do this nice May 1st, or I hope it's nice where you're at. I got my molds from Decoupage Central. I've got a link in the description of the live, and if you go there and then go to IOD molds, you'll see all the molds that they've got in stock. Or you can do !BC in the comments and it'll take you there. Okay, Alexa, stop. I talked to her like she was human. Let's see. So I'm thinking I pretty well want to use everything on this mold, all the pieces. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. If I don't, I'll have them for another time. Run that over, and that's all right. It'll be okay. I'm getting a little crazy with my pouring. I need one that has like a spout on it or something. All I got left is stems. Well, and one leaf. Good enough, because sorry turning white. I'm going to take a wet wipe and clean some of that ran off. My other mold is still a little clear on part of it. And you can cut this off too, but your excess when you take it out, which may be what I need to do for the most part. Anyway, let's see. This one, you just pop these out. And I think maybe I didn't fill it well enough. Yeah, I didn't at this end. And that's okay because I need a short piece anyway. Or it's just not going to take the whole piece. That works. I can just, it's so soft. Nope, I thought I could just tear it there, but I can't. I'll just use scissors. keep going on that. And some of this is good and ready to come out. Actually, where I didn't get that all the way filled looks fine. So I'm not going to worry about cutting it off. I've just got this little place here where it must have run over. But see all the detail on those leaves? Pretty awesome. And let's see where to go next. This is one I really ran over on. Well, my lid to my resin, which is okay. Probably be looking everywhere for it, but that's the way it goes. This one does need some cutting. It's actually two different pieces of the mold. But since I ran it over, it all ran together. But as long as you do this while it's soft, it's easy to fix it. Or you can use an X-Acto knife. I just, on some of these, think it's easier to do it with scissors. But while I'm doing this, I was going to go ahead and get some more resin poured in the other, but I'll keep going on this. So there's that. This was an individual leaf. So you can see you really don't have to worry about it if you run it over. Just get it before it gets hard. Let's see. I would go back to working on my other one, but I want to get these while it's soft, so that's why I'm getting it done. Since I got a little heavy-handed on my pouring. And you know, if you don't like to use resin, you can use clay. IOD has an excellent molding clay. And I've got that too. I just really like the resin. For me, it's a little easier to work with, I think. I think this is pretty well okay, but the stem there is not, I know. Yeah, that one looks good. There's one little bitty, which maybe is supposed to be there, I'm not sure, but I'm cutting it off. Not there anymore. So, got another leaf up here. And the other thing I like about resin is easy cleanup. You don't have to worry about using cornstarch or something in your mold to keep everything from sticking. All right, I'm going to mix up some more resin. The only thing I need left for this project is a stem. But I need 3 more of these. So, all right. But obviously I've only got 1 mold, so I'll have to do them one at a time. Part A, yep. I don't know if it matters which way, whether I put B in before I put A in, but probably doesn't. I'm not sure why it would. But anyway. Anyway, we'll get started putting the other one together using this as soon as this last one sets up. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
At least the volume's better. Yes, it does set up fast. 5 to 10 minutes, Nancy, and it is alumite amazing casting resin. It turns white. You have like 1 minute to 2 minutes to stir it, and then it takes 5 to 10 minutes to set it up. I usually, depending on what I'm doing, try to get it out within 5 minutes of the mold. But it just depends. Anyway, also, Nancy, welcome. Glad to have you this morning. Good morning, Barb. No, this resin does not have a strong smell. It's my favorite resin. Alexa, stop. My favorite resin for sure. So let's pour this one. It's so easy to work with. Of course, it doesn't work, you know, for a lot of things. If you were wanting to do seashells, for instance, to make trinket dishes, it's not going to work because it's going to turn white. Although I did buy some of this brand in a clear resin. It doesn't set up as fast as this, but it sets up pretty fast, so I'm going to give it a try and see how it works. I'll let you know. Because I've got some shells I would like to do. And you can do so much more with the clear besides just shells, that's for sure. Let's see, I've got some extra here, so I don't want to let it go to waste. If I don't need all these, I'll put them away and save them for another project. As you can see, it's already setting up. All right, anyhow, on our other project, let me get the sticky off of my fingers. Good morning, Kim. How are you, girl? You know, Janetta, I am not sure. I'll have to look into that for you. I've never tried it. I wouldn't think so, but, you know, maybe. I'll Google it and see what I can find out. Because I really don't know. Let's see, where is that frame? Right here. Well, that's one frame anyway. And I've got another frame here that I'm going to use today. And I'm just going to paint the the sides and back on the one I'm gonna plaster. I'm not gonna do plaster all over, but I won't do that today anyway. I'll do it off camera. All right, I'll lay this one back over here till we get all of our strips done. And on this one, I'm just kind of playing, so I'm just gonna lay my pieces on here. And they're gonna hang off the edge, and I'm okay with that. Let's see. I don't know that I really want these pieces, but I'll save them for later. Keep going that way. And I think I'm gonna want more pieces. So, well, maybe not. This may be enough pieces. Let's see. Because I've also got these, which is this one is a little messed up, and that's okay. I can straighten it up. It's usable. So there's that. Well, I need to cut some of that. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna go with. Get this other little stem out of here. I'm gonna use some stick fast, which should just be all kinds of fun because I get it all over me. Anyway, I am done with that mold, so I'm gonna lay it aside and get my handy dandy stick fast that I have out here. And start gluing this down. That's almost drying out, almost set out. I'll try not to overdo the stick fast because I do, and then I have it everywhere. Hold that just a sec. I don't know why this one end takes longer to set up than the rest of it. It beats me. My fingers are already sticking together. I love stick fast, but I'm not very good at using it. But I thought it would work better than hot glue, and wood glue would take too long. As soon as this end sets up, we got it made. Knock on wood, I'm not doing too bad at getting the stick fast all over me yet. Well, I'm going to take that out of there because I don't need the whole length of it anyway. Although it looks okay, I just don't need the whole length. So I'm going to cut that back. Right about there. I think instead of mitering these, I'm just going to butt it up together, but I'm not gluing those yet. All right, I need to make a couple more pieces of this. I should have gotten another one or two of those molds. That would have helped. Would have helped. Let's see. I'm using like, I'm just going to use like a ½ ounce if I can guesstimate that. My cup starts at 1 ounce measurements. But I don't want to waste all of this. Well, I wouldn't. I could make something else for later. I'm getting a stash of pieces of molds that I overmade, and I've got it saved up for another project, and I've never put them on it. But anyway, Alexa, set timer for 1 minute. Almost forgot that part.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
She's not quite sure how to help me with that. Okay. Good morning, Barbara. You tend to wear rubber gloves when using stick fast. Well, guess what? I've got them laying here and I don't have them on. But I probably will use them when it gets to the plaster part of that one frame. How are we doing for time? I should be able to do it all. Should be able to do it all, I think. It seems like a long 1 minute. And let's see if I've got any more comments. You like the leafy mold, so do I. I do too. Is it Donnell? I'm a little far away from it. I can't tell if it's Danielle or Donnell. Stop, Alexa. Alexa, stop. I didn't say it in the right order, I guess. All right. There's that, and we'll continue gluing. I am right here. So by the time I get this project done, the other one should be ready to do. This one's much faster. I'm not stuck together yet, knock on wood, my fingers aren't. Anyway, I thought this leafy mold would be cute with the bird. We'll see. If you have any questions or anything about what I am using, I will read all the comments later and I will answer them. If you want to look at anything on Decoupage Central's page, you can type !DC in the comments and it should come up for you. All right. Looks kind of like it's a mess right now, but I'm going to paint it, and hopefully that will bring it all together. Trying to put the lid on my stick fast. All right, what I'm going to paint it is this Carriage House Fusion Mineral Paint, because of the color of the greenery in my print. I thought it would kind of go together. So we'll see. It may not. Thank you, Jeanette. Your Alexa's set too. Yeah, that always happens. That's why I hate to use her on the live, because I know it's going to set everybody else's off, but all right, come on out of there. Let's see, I've got toothpicks right here somewhere. There they are. I just keep getting more and more stuff in my work area till I can't find anything. There we go. Should come out now. Like I said, I'm going to do the sides and the back all the same color, but I'm not going to paint it now. I'll do it later because we're going to have a tough time getting everything done anyway. I already have something cute lined up next week using paint inlays, or at least I have something in mind. I'm very excited to be doing this on Decoupage Central's page every Thursday morning. And so, I like to try to do something new. And I know paint inlays aren't new, but I'll try to do something new with it, or that I put it on. We'll see. Just love all the detail on IOD's molds though, and the resin really brings it out. All right, this piece is done, so I'll only have one more piece to do. Which cut that right there. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. It is. I've got one more of those to do, so I'll do that, and then I'll get back to my painting. It's the last time I'll set your Alexa off today, I promise. I shouldn't make promises I can't keep, but I think I can keep that one. All right, you need about a half ounce. Too much. I find this on Amazon. If you need a link, let me know. But you can also get it at Michael's. I haven't seen it at Hobby Lobby, but I do know that Michael's has it. And Walmart even has some of this brand, although I don't think they have this particular one, not where I live. It's a very small Walmart. But I did see that they had some of the clear, which surprised me. Okay, Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Get this one mixed up. And the thing I really like about this is you don't have to worry about the bubbles and things like you do with the clear. You know, so it's just super easy. Super easy. You can never get the resin mix right. You know, I don't think I get it right about half the time, but this stuff always works, at least for me. With some of the clear that I've used, trying to do you know, something really nice with the clear resin, I have problems. Alexa, stop. I get bubbles or something, it seems like. No matter what I do. Alrighty. We'll finish painting while that's setting up. Went through and sorted out all my rice paper yesterday. I'm getting so much and I can never find what I'm looking for, so I kind of sorted it and organized it a little. And I went through and pulled all my stencil of the month out of my drawers, and I'm going to keep them separate. But I've still got to get they're in a big pile on the floor. I still got to finish organizing it. Turn that, make sure I'm getting all the edges, which I wasn't. I am going to paint this little edge because when I put my picture in, it'll show, and I want it to look good. It's a little tricky painting all this, I will say that. I'll just get it the best I can. If I miss a place, I'll get it later. I do love these wood frames from Walmart Craft Department. They're $5 and you can do so much with them. I use them a lot, as you know, if you watch me very often. this painted, and then I better get that last section out of the mold. I don't have that one glued down. Well, there's glue under there. Let's see if it'll stick. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't sticking, but it is now. All right, I better get that out of the mold. And cut that off right there. And we will be ready to finish the other one up. You know what, you guys? I'm gonna run over on time. There's no way I'm not. Okay. I didn't really think about how long it would take to paint this one. I'm gonna go ahead and paint these edges. Said it wasn't, but I'll wait do the back later, but I want the edges painted. All right, I'll turn it a bit. I may have to wait and do the plaster one next week, or do an extra live one day this week. I might do it because it takes a while to do that one. And this one's gonna take right up to our time. About to get it painted. You're here till I get done? All right. Well, we may see how it goes. I hate to leave it. Already shown you part of it, so. As far as painting the other one, it'll be a lot faster. Just getting in between all the little places on this one. Trying to make sure I got it all painted. We're almost to get there. You know what? A little gold leaf would look really pretty on the, or gold wax. I think I've got some gold wax on these leaves. So there I'm adding something that takes more time. But if I do the wax, it won't take very long. All right, I'm gonna dry this, but I think a little gold leaf would brighten it up, or gold wax. Either one of which wouldn't take very long, but I think I may have the gold wax over here, and I know I don't have the gold leaf over here. I've got some white wax over here. That might be pretty too. I'm seeing lots of places I missed. All right, I think I got it. I'm gonna dry it, and I'm thinking I'm gonna use white wax because it's what I got here. And I think it'll be fine. Let's see. Let's try this. Get it finished up. I did not do that edge. Well, crud, I'll do it later. Let's see. Trying to see if I even see my gold leaf over there, but I don't. You know what? It's going to take forever to do that, so we will do. You're just rolling down the highway, Jeanette. I love the gold leaf idea too, and I think I can find it pretty quick. I can't see it right now for my lights. And it's bugging me that top isn't painted too, so I'm going to go ahead and paint it. That won't take me a second. About to get it dry. Grab a different brush. My paint's still right there, so I don't want that unfinished. All right. It's all painted. I just got to dry it a little bit more. Not worried about the edges. They'll dry, but I think that's dry enough. Let me see if I can grab my gold leaf really quick, you guys. Voila. I'm gonna grab an old yucky brush so I can throw it away because this is an oil paint. Oh yeah. It needed that. So you guys, if you don't have time to watch all this, I certainly understand. I'm liking the gold leaf really well. Really pretty. Oh yeah. Come on. Alrighty. Get rid of that. This is what we've got, you guys. Now, I'm going to lay that over here really quick. Thanks, Jeanette. I would like to do the decoupage on a flat canvas. However, you can't because the 5x7 flat canvases are square edged and this frame has rounded edges for some reason, and you can't get flat canvas to lay in it. I've tried. I should paint under that really quick. Vintage white, just so it won't be real dark under there. Just kind of slopping it on there. But I try to use white under my rice paper so it brightens it up. That's a thin coat, so it shouldn't take but a minute to dry. Not very good coverage, but it'll help. All right, Mod Podge right there. I've got everything I need here. It's just a lot. Let's see. Right. Put my bird down. I love this bird. I do. I'm gonna paint it dry it real quick. You guys, are you sure you want to stick with me for the whole other project? I think we better do it later. What time is it? Just an hour and a half, but it would probably take another 15, 20 minutes at least. So it's up to you guys. I can go ahead or I can do it next week. Let's see. Some light coat on top. For sealer. It's sizzling. Almost. Got a little thick couple places. I have a little thick couple places, and that's not the paper being torn up, that's that stuff. So that's better. I'll get the rest of it later, but I want to sand off my edges. Well, I way overdid it with the Mod Podge. Anyway, I've got another one of these birds, so I'll fix it later. But to give you an idea, man, it's sticking all over to me. Too much Mod Podge. See that sticking all over me. Anyway, I will put a new print in there, but for now, and I will sand the new print off the excess. But for now, just to give you a basic idea. Okay, isn't that cute? I love that. It needs a new bird because I screwed it up with too much Mod Podge, but you're just sitting here for me. You're here till the end. All right, you guys. Let's get going on the next one then. I will glue this down real fast. And as far as painting it, this one won't be near as... Oh, well, I'm going to paint the one that I did yesterday because this will need to set for a couple hours, but... Let's see if that's right, yeah. plaster on there pretty fast. The time-consuming part for me yesterday was that rope, trying to do it with the rope one. And maybe some of you can figure it out better than I can, but when you cut it back, of course, you still got that angled edge, and so I wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Just didn't realize that other project was gonna take so long. Anyhow, all right, it's all stuck. So, in the meantime though, I'm gonna paint this so it'll be dry. Let's see, brush, brush, brush. To Mod Podge when I get ready to do that. I wish that I could do it on the flat canvas. Well, I've already covered that. It would beat a dead dog, but I do wish I could, but nope. But I just love IOD molds. You can do so much with them. So much. That's good enough. I'll set it aside to dry. The lid back on my white paint, and we're gonna plaster. Okay. I'm gonna use approximately 8 ounces of plaster of Paris. That's what I used yesterday, and it worked out pretty well. I got this thing, this container from Walmart when I got my plaster of Paris because of the measurements on it. To get leveled out. All right. Not quite. Not quite. All right, that's 8 ounces. Then I want some texture, so I've got this Rolodex sand. So I'm gonna just pour some in. No certain amount, and 4 ounces of water. And I'm gonna stir it up. Ah, splattered it. I got it even in my eye. Ouch. Anyway. All right. I may have to add some more plaster of Paris. I may have had more than 4 ounces of water because it's looking kind of thin. I'm splattering it. Yuck. That didn't happen yesterday. Even got it all over my glasses. Good grief. All right. I'll try to do this more carefully. I'll stand up. Got lumps about out. And I'm about got it thick enough, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more plaster of Paris. Because I think I overdid it with my water. I didn't think I did, but I must have. Yeah, this is looking more like it and not splattering quite as bad. And I'm just throwing this container away when I get done because I don't want to mess with washing plaster of Paris down my drains. My husband might strangle me. It's still a little bit thin. Try it again. Ah, now. Good and thick this time. Not too thick, but we're going with it. I think it's good. All right, I've got a putty knife over here. I think I'll try using it with that today. I don't know how I put it on there yesterday. I don't remember. I'm gonna stand. I think it'll be easier. There's nothing hard about this. And it's fun messing in it. Although I don't, this putty knife's too big, so I'm not going that route. Let's see. Just going to use a chip brush. And I've got it over the top of my mold, and that's okay because it'll wash off with a wet wipe here in a minute. I'll clean the edges off. This takes a couple of hours to dry. You can maybe dry it with the heat gun, but I wasn't sure how long it would take. So we'll just paint the other one today and use it. All right, now I'm going to get off my excess with a wet wipe. Let's see. You're going to paint the whole thing, but you want to be able to see the pattern on your mold. You at least want to get enough off of your mold that you can see the pattern when you paint it. Also kind of brush some of it off of there. Get my edges, because I'm not going to plaster them. could, but I'm not gonna. I'll paint them. And you can sand, like I said, I think I said that, but you can sand this. And get it off the edges where you've got it and you don't want it. So this is this. I'll have to set it aside and let it dry. In the meantime, though, find a spot where I can set it to let it dry, over here. As long as one of the cats don't get in here and get on it, we're good. Clean my fingers off, set back down, and we'll paint this other one real quick like. It won't take nearly as long to paint as the other one did. Ugh. That stuff is messy. I laid gloves there to use, but I didn't do it. Anyway, moving right along, I'm going to paint this with breezy blue because I think that'll go good with the background of my rice paper. And this paint is from Afraid Not. And I've used a lot of it already, so let's see if that's going to be enough. I don't want to use a chip brush. Let me use this. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I didn't mean to run over so much. I like to take up my full hour, but the plaster is a fun project. It's something different to do. You might not make as big a mess out of it as I do, but you know. Edges because they'll show when I've got my print in there. All right, that was the time-consuming part of the painting. I'm not a big plaster of Paris fan. I've made fake pie crust with it, and it's awesome for that, but, or no, I didn't make the pie crust. I made the pie crust out of clay, but I made the pumpkin pie filling out of the plaster of Paris, and that was fun and cute. It makes a good pumpkin pie. Get my edges. Jim's gonna be wondering about me in a minute. Probably. One more edge. Dry it. All right, I think I've got it covered. This is supposed to be kind of an aged look. I don't know if it is or just a messy look. It's pretty well dry. All right, so then we're getting there, you guys, almost done. The back of my frame, which I painted, is here. It's a little bit wet still. There we go. My Mod Podge. Woo! That's a bit of Mod Podge. Okay. I'm not going to take time to put a top coat on it right now. All right, got the Mod Podge on there. And I just realized I don't have my print tore in half, but I will do that real quick. Just wet it. I love this print. I already said that, but I've been wanting to use it. That's good enough. that quickly. And sand off my edges. All right. This in. My back is messy, but I'll get it painted. All right, so there's what we got, you guys. I hope you liked that. It was fun. So that one and this one. So a couple cute frames. I hope you like them. I hope it gives you some ideas of things you can do. And it's always fun to try something new, I think. So anyway, I will get the print fixed in this one this afternoon and post pictures. And thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. I'll be live again Tuesday on my page. And then again next Thursday on Decoupage Central. So love you. I appreciate your support. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks.